Did you know that you can trade real-life events on public markets? Just like the stock brokerages and futures brokerages where you can trade stocks, there's actually exchanges out there where you can trade real-life events. Want to make a trade based on if the Fed interest rates are going to go up? What if US core inflation falls in June? Or maybe you want to bet on the government shutdown length in October that's expected. There's lots of opportunities to make trades based on these real-life events and provide incredibly uncorrelated returns to your portfolio. In today's video, with the help of Kalshi, we're gonna be making an automated trading system that's going to bet on the US Fed interest rates going up in July. Before we get started, let's talk about Kalshi. Kalshi is a regulated exchange where you can trade on the outcome of real-world events. You can buy and sell event contracts on markets. Just like a futures contract or options contract, you can trade these contracts with prices. Buy low, sell high, right? Prices on Kalshi should be interpreted as probabilities. Remember that every contract will pay out $1 if it is correct when it expires. If some contracts have a 40% chance of being answered yes, the expected value of the yes side associated with the Kalshi contract is now 40 cents. 40%, 40 cents. If an event becomes more likely because of some recent news, then the expected value of its contract will change, and people will be willing to pay a new amount for them. Thus, the prices of Kalshi should reflect the probabilities for different events and will fluctuate over time. Okay, so let's get started. The goal is to build a model, build a backtest to tell us if we should be making a trade if the interest rates are going to be going above 5.25% in July. So first of all, we need some historical data and to backtest it. So first we need to get historical interest rate data. So popped up Google open there and searched for historical interest rate data. Found a good website and was able to actually download the data as a CSV. So I can export it as a CSV because I want to be able to backtest historically what happened with the interest rates, right? So this was a CSV I got. I had to clean it up, so I deleted a couple rows there. And I want to import this data actually to backtest it. So I'm going to import into NinjaTrader, which is, as you guys know that watch my videos, I use NinjaTrader to backtest and run my strategies. So I want to import this interest rate data into NinjaTrader so we can actually backtest it. So now I'm searching up the NinjaTrader data format that's required to import it for price data. And as you can see, I'm searching down here. I'm trying to find it. I think it's the second link. Yeah, here we go. So there's the format we need, right? You have the date, semicolon open, semicolon high, semicolon low, close, and then volume. So obviously with interest rate data, there's no volume or close or price data. So I'm just going to first obviously format the date to get it to what they want. So they want that, year, month, day format. So format the CSV to do that. And then the open, high, low, close, and volume, I'm just going to copy the interest rate for those values because I don't need that. I just want to be able to chart it. So what I'm going to do is select all of column B here. Just drag it to the right, 4 columns. For volume. There we go. That looks good. That should be able to, NinjaTrader should be able to read that. So I'm going to save that. Just zero the volumes there. And we don't need 2 decimal places either for that volume. Okay, so that looks good to me. It should be able to import. Save it. Call it Fed funds. Let's open up NinjaTrader so we can create and backtest this strategy before we start trading on Kalshi, because we want some edge, some mathematical edge that this trade's going to be good. Okay, so the first step in NinjaTrader, which is the software I use to run my automated strategies and backtest, we'll have to create an instrument, so a symbol for this interest rate. Now, since we named our CSV file Fed Funds, that's the symbol we're going to name it. So let me just close this extra window here. Go to Tools. Instruments. We'll hit Add. Call it Fed Funds. Okay, that's good. And now we'll import the historical data. So go to Tools, Import Historical Data. We have daily data already, and we'll need to put in our Fed Funds file. There it is. Oh, it didn't work. 0 data records imported. I think it actually has to be a text. It can't be a CSV. And yeah, these semicolons too. My apologies. Yeah, it's got to be a text file, and we don't want commas, we want semicolons. So I'm going to open up in Notepad++ here. Replace all the commas with semicolons and save it as a text file too. Close it, there we go. Should do it. It's text file, that's fun. There we go. Okay, that should work now. That NinjaTrader should be able to import it. I saved it in with the text file. There we go. Awesome. So 827 records imported. So we got all the interest rates back to, I think I get back to 1955. So now we can actually backtest it going to the new and then strategy analyzer in NinjaTrader to backtest this strategy. And now we should be able to chart the federal interest rates and start making backtest buys and sells. Okay. So maximize strategy analyzer. This is the tool to backtest the strategy. Now we're not actually buying, of course, we're not actually buying the interest rate prices. We're going to be trading on Kalshi to bet that it's going to be, if it's going to be going above or below that interest rate. We want to find some type of edge. So I'm going to select StratGen, which is a tool that I built to backtest and run strategies without writing code. You can find StratGen in the link below in the description. But let's pull up StratGen and let's select our Fed Funds, our interest rate instrument that we've made, Fed Fund, there it is. And we want to use daily bars because it was only on a daily time frame. Of course, the interest rates don't update on a minute basis. It's usually on a day. So we'll do day. And for our in-sample period, I know that we get back to I believe it's 1955. So I'll select 1950. And I'm just going to hit run here to see if we get some data. I'm not getting any trades. We're getting data though, so that's good. I like that a lot. So you can see all those kind of little dots, horizontal lines. That's the federal, or that's the historical interest rates. So we can chart it in NinjaTrader, which is great. Now we want to make a strategy on it. You know, what strategy do we want to develop, right? So I'm going to start playing around with some indicators and signals here to sort of get a result that I would like to trade with, right? We want to have some type of positive edge, some expectancy that we can, forecast the interest rates. When we bet in July, if the interest rate's going to go down or up, we have a nice mathematical edge. So let's see here. We got, here's our chart. We can see that interest rates obviously have been in a downtrend for the last while. Now I don't want to use all of our data because we'll be overfitting, so I'm just going to do the first 10 years, 1950 to 1960. And those are the interest rates over those years. So starting at about 0.8 and highs around 3.8, 3.9. So let's take out these profit targets and stop losses. Let's add an entry signal. So if we want to go long, that means we're betting that interest rates are going to go up. We're essentially buying it. So I feel like this is a mean reversion. Mean reversion system would work best on this. So let's try close is greater than, close crosses above the VMA, which is the variable moving average. And it makes one trade over those 10 years. There wasn't a lot of data, of course. And obviously it was a successful trade if you bet that interest rates went up. You would win pretty good. So this is with it exiting the next day always. Looks like we have through overall higher win rate, but that losing trade is massive, where the interest rate dropped quite a bit. I'm gonna try an exit to exiting after 1 bar. There we go. That's kind of how I wanted to do it. So we have our longs while we're above the VMA and our shorts below the VMA. Now if you look at our backtest results, it's negative. It's still red, so not a great strategy yet. We'll keep tweaking here. So I played around with the end bars a lot. And I'm trying a bigger number here so that we're always selling after 13 bars. 13 bars. Let's see, so we do end positive in the initial back test. It's not much, but it is a positive result. First trade was break even, second trade was a loss, and that last trade was positive. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to test with out of sample data. So now let's increase it to 1970 with selling after 13 bars. So we get more trades, we have more data. If the interest rate's above the VMA, we're going long. If it's below, we're going short. And selling after 13 bars. Yeah, that's awesome. It's still a positive result. Let's give it more data. And then with this, we're testing out of samples. So we're giving it new data and it's still performing well. So that's great news. Perfect. We gave it more data, performed better. It's doing better and better and better. So what if we do it to now with all of our interest data from 1950 to now, and it does do better. So that's fantastic. That means we're giving it new data and it's performing with new data. So that means it's a robust trading system. And as of now, you can see that it's betting that interest rates are going to go higher, right? See, in a long position, it would have entered long near the beginning of the year. Every interest rate, what it's telling us is that we should be betting on Kalshi that interest rates are going to go up. So that's fantastic. Now we sort of have a decent strategy for making bets on Kalshi. And the next step is going to be building out our Kalshi trading system to perform on an API and to make a bet for July 2023. So now what I'm going to do is create a Python project in Visual Studio, whatever your preferred Python IDE is, but I like using Visual Studio. So I'm going to open it up here, create a new project, select Python application, console application. That's going to give us the necessary code. We'll call it interest rate trading system and create. Cool. Now we need to check out the Kalshi docs. So here's the API page. Let's hit read the docs. Welcome. I already have my demo account. Make your first request. This is what I need. Let's click the starter code. And let me select I'm gonna look at the Python package too. We're gonna have to install their package. So it's gonna want to do pip install Kalshi-Python. Let's go back to my Python project here. Go to my environments. And I want to install this Python package. So what I need to do is select my environment. No, it's not there. I think it's in, no, it's definitely in Python packages. Yeah, overview, there we go. Perfect, and then I want to install Kalshi-Python. Yep. So I'll type that in there, and then it should give me a recommendation to do pip install on it. Run. There we go. Yep, let's do that. Perfect, it's installed. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to the making your first request guide and go back to the Python package and use this
starter code. I think it's exactly what we need. We just need to modify it to make a trade based on the July interest rate going up. Not in this example, it's December. So I'm going to copy all of this code. And paste it into my main Python file here. The next step is put my email and password so I can log in. So let's do that. This is just a demo account, so not too worried. Here. Here's my info. Okay. And we want to make a buy trade because according to our backtest, we believe it's going to go up. Let's do a test run here. Okay, that all works great. Okay, so we need to modify. We don't need this user balance code. So it just updates the market ticker variable and then places a buy order at the end. So I can remove the first three, the event ticker 2. Don't need any of that. We'll keep the exchange response. And I don't want to do a limit order. I'm okay with getting the market right away, so I'll do a market order. Perfect. We bet. Yep. We bet that was going to go above 5.25%. We got filled at 81 cents. Because according to our back test, you know, it was long. I just going to modify the code to do, yeah, we want to do July. Let's run it. There we go. Oh, count must not be none. Sorry. So we're betting on the July 2023 interest rate above 5.25. We need a count. So count is the quantity. I think they should rename that variable, but we'll just buy one. Their order submitted by. Great. That's perfect. So now we have a buy order in for interest rate above 5.25%. So let me know in the comments below what you thought of this event trading system. I think Kalshi can provide a lot of uncorrelated returns for your portfolio, and we'll see if they go above 5.25. I believe it's on July 26th. Correct me if I'm wrong, 25 or 26. But let me know in the comments below what you're betting, and if Kalshi can help you. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this video, found value. See you next week. Bye, guys.